I think so. All right. Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Atul Patil. I currently work with company IKSC Knowledge Bridge. And for next 45 minutes, we're going to see the career options for students like you who have completed their engineering, graduation, post-graduation, and maybe apprentice or some training somewhere. Now, all of us have a dream to work in corporate world, and these are few of the corporate offices where I'm sure all of you watching this have a desire to work. Also, let's face the reality. At some point of time in our life, we have faced some decisions like should I do engineering or medical, or should I go into LLP, should I go into fine arts? And we had some time to take decision. Sometimes we have to take decisions really relatively quickly, where we say what electives I should do, what projects I should work on. So on the fly, you have to take decisions. Sometimes you have to take very calculated decisions where you came across the situation where you have to decide what is right for you, where you say, should I do GATE and go for MTech, or should I do MBA, or should I do job first and then do for education? Then you take time to see what is suitable to you. After all these things, you soon realize that you are in a race. You are stuck somewhere. You are not moving. Your growth is decided by many around you. Neither you can go backward, not far in front of you. Sometimes you come across the road that is closed. You have to wait for water to go out, and then you journey starts. So your career comes to some sort of a standstill for some time. Sometimes there's a catastrophic failure, and you lose job, company collapses, economy collapses, and the currently pandemic COVID-19 is one of these natural calamities we're going to talk about. Now, this is what I have wished for myself, and I'm sure you have wished for yourself. Plain road, good car with navigation, know where to go, know how to go, and life moves on. These are the topics we are going to cover after I do engineering. What next? We talk about the past tense. How was the global industry before pandemic? We're going to talk about future tense. How will be the global industry? Then we talk about the facts, like what does corporate really need? Okay. And you talk about yourself now. You talk about this is external world and this is all external world. And this is all about internal world, where you talk about you and what is suitable to you, how you can plan your career, how you can earn more money. So we're going to talk from the external world and stop at the internal world. Now, as an engineer, I thought we should revisit the definition of engineer. Engineers create solutions to human problems while using principle discovered by scientists and mathematicians. Very important. So we develop solutions. We should use the science for benefit of mankind. So we create, invent solutions that people need. So this should be in your DNA. If you're not creating or inventing anything that is helping people, you're missing something about engineers and what engineers are doing. Now let's see what is job and what is career. When somebody says I got a job, means he got a place where he can go and work and he is paid for that work. And then that work is defined by time, and then he is paid based on the time. More he works, more he gets. Very simple definition. When it comes to career, it is a journey. It is not a job. It is through learning, working, and all aspects of life. So career is mostly related to our life, and job is related to our time, how you spend your time. I'm sure you have started thinking that journey also need to be more important and enjoyable in addition to a stationary thing that we call a job. Now let's look at was. Indian engineering services export was about $8 billion. Automotive industry was growing at about $800 million per year. And all these industries, automotive was going at 16%. Then you have aerospace was going at 8%. Construction equipment like JCB, Caterpillar going at 8%. So things were looking very, very good. Everything was double-digit growth. The number of engineers were required, about 350,000 engineers were required this year. As per the calculations, that happened just few years ago, 18, 19. And that's why you selected engineering. That's why you selected mechanical, electrical, and with some hopes that yes, I have to sail this boat and I will be settling down. Now let's look at a bird's eye view, that if we are not able to do this, who else will do this? The color shows the competition. It talks about India, a very strong player for engineering related activities. China, Russia, East of Europe, South of America are working very hard towards catching up for global engineering contributions. So we have advantage and lead to come out of this pandemic. So this is good news that we already have a lead, and it's just a matter of how we properly take advantage of this lead. Now, I thought I will share with you a research done by NASSCOM Zinnov just last month, July 2020, about how we can recalibrate ourselves going forward. Now, let's look at these 2019 figures. Now, this is called as engineering and research, ER&D. Spend means expenditures. So ER&D spend is very, very analogous to the number of job openings, growth, and prosperity of the industry. So last year it was about $1.3 trillion. We talk about engineering R&D trend. And this year, the estimated things, it shows that it has dropped down from 1358 to 1278. Something has happened for last few months. So minus 6% negative growth. But if you want to be a little optimistic, the things will improve over next few months, and we should be able to go up to 1471, like $1.4 trillion. And very conservative estimate, by 2023, we should be able to reach about 1506, that is $1.5 trillion, which is again growing at about 9% CAGR. So things are not bad. Only this small turmoil has created a suspicion in our mind. Now, which are the sectors which are impacted? Auto, aero, transportation, high-tech, semiconductors, all these are impacted by this. This is too heavy slide, but we're going to focus on automotive so that you know how to read this report. 2019, the ER&D total spend was about 158 billion, which has gone down. It means there is a job cut, there is a downsizing of organizations. But in next 2-3 years, with proper planning, experts say that is going to grow up. So 20% loss in revenue because of pandemic, but now is it going to grow in the same direction or different direction? That we need to see. So people talk about autonomous, connected vehicle, electric vehicles will drive the growth. So will the skills that I have today will be sufficient for me tomorrow? We'll try to see that answer. Will the life continue as it is, or will it be different than what we are seeing today? Definitely it will be different, because that is what we see here, that things are going to be good, but in what direction? Let's see. I will skip this slide because this is about semiconductors, but This is interesting. Okay, this talks about focus for future. So somebody asks you like, what are the new technologies that are going to flourish in post-COVID? So these are the few technologies which are going to. This is what you should be able to tell your friends also. The tele-related activities are going to be remote education, telemedicine. Talk about contactless deliveries using technologies, drone technologies, digital collaborations, Gen X product design. This is very important. This is what we're going to talk a little more detail about this. So when we say I want to work on product design, you should say I want to work on Gen X product design. And we are trying to cope at IKSC to cope up so that you can learn Gen X product design, which will help you to become employable in post-COVID. Now, what is Gen X product design? This is how it looks like. Now it talks about Industry 4.0. These are the words you should be very, very, I can say, comfortable with now. Start with real-time design collaboration. Talk about augmented reality. Talk about tracking, real-time asset and health monitoring. You talk about computer vision-based quality checks. So the QC person who was sitting here is going to be replaced by this computer. So when you say I want a job in quality control, so that will be done by a machine. Okay, so you need to be very, very careful. The designer will be a Gen X designer. And I would request those who are interested to do small study project on Industry 4.0. You will be able to get lot of current knowledge about where the world is moving. Now strategy, we saw what. Now let's see how. So what will the companies be doing? Enterprises will be doing. They will use technology. They will rely on technology to help them. They will have a different business models. So one of the business model is we will pay you provided our product succeeds. So you will be partner in the organization rather than an employee in the organization. They will say, I will hire you. Come, work with us. And we'll work on this product. We'll sell this product. And if we get good market, we'll hire you. Now this business continuity is very important. So industry will work towards lesser and lesser disruption because of this type of pandemics that are happening. CIO's role will be very, very crucial. Information system are going to be very, very important. Now this is also a very, very heavy slide, but let's read this quickly. So this is E&D service providers. For example, Tata Technologies, KPIT, Cummins, Tech Mahindra, talk about Hinduja, Magna, all these are service providers. So what they are going to work on, they should be working on business continuity, IT infrastructure, because you will be required to work from home, right? So you need to have a small workstation at home working. So this is what they are going to invest into. Then agile project management. So these are the words that you should use when you go for interview. What are your strengths, sir? I know how to work from home. I know how to support organizations when there is a business discontinuity or disaster management. So you will be very, very likable person in that organization. This is also important. People and HR policies. So work from home. So when we say work from home, is it a good news or bad news? Well, it is good and bad both, because there are so many people at home, so many female candidates at home. They are not able to go to offices because of their families. They will also come into picture. So the competition will increase tremendously. But you will be at the comfort of the home. So even you get lesser salary, you should be happy to execute your responsibilities in better way. So think about, not it will be what package you get, but what you will be able to get. How trustworthy you are, how reliable you are, will be the parameters will be monitored and gauged when you go for interview. The talk will be incomplete unless we talk about Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, this is going to be a roadmap for all of us going further. We saw that there are $300 billion of impetus our government has put into, and we are here. Demographic dividend. We're going to see youngest country and lot of educated people. and how we can engage them. So we as an Indian, we should try to get into our national vision. We talk about local के लिए vocal बने और local से global. So can you become entrepreneur? Forget about job. Think about, can you create jobs? Can you become, I don't say you want to be businessman, but can you become entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a person who will use intellect, innovate, and create something for solving human problems. Right? So there is a new career path that will evolve, and I will be making efforts to make sure that few people from IKC get into entrepreneurship. Now, this is what typically your career is. You can work in corporate world like Tata Motors, work in Renault, Nissan. You can become good teacher. You can get into consulting or IT companies. You can get into IT related jobs or work in government. And these are the different job roles. Either you can work in design or research, development, and there are different skill sets and abilities that are required. If when you set a goal, I want to work in organization and I want to work in design, you should know what are the abilities required and what are the skills required. Otherwise, that journey is incomplete. And we're going to see how do you discover these things. Now, let me briefly narrate to you about what are these different career paths. Research career path. If you are a person who like new principles, processes, something new coming up in the market, it catches your attention and you read that, you are a good research person. If you are using the results of research and trying to apply it, you are a good development person. If you use methods and materials to meet technical requirements, you are a good design engineer. So you start thinking in your mind, what are you like? Which category you belong to? Do you like to work in plant? Do you like to work with process, tools, people? Do you think about customer needs? You are management person. So you are getting some clue what is that you're good at. If no, don't worry. We'll let you know how you can discover this with the help of psychometry test. Now, this is a slide which talks about a product and various aggregates of the product put together, right place, in the right way, the product performs. The car has typically 5,000 components, the aircraft has about 5 million components. So it shows the gravity of engineering work. These are the different departments in any organization. There's a design department, there is a different sub-departments, there is a production department, there is a training, testing, manufacturing. You will be one of these entry-level employee in these departments. So what is that? Okay, it is very important for you to know and discover. The first step is academics. That's what you have done. You have taken a formal education. You say, I went to this college and I have done BTech in mechanical, I have 70% mark. But out of 14 lakh students, you are one. Okay, even though that is mandatory, that is the first step. You are done your academics. Good. Now let's see, while doing your academics, you really did not enjoy some subjects and you enjoyed some subjects. This is a typically new product development of any product. So for example, automobile. If you enjoyed the subjects like mathematics, design, economics, then you are good for this part of a NPI process. If you enjoyed vibrations, reliability, mechanical analysis, design, you are good for this type of tasks that are involved in the NPI process. If you like finite element and theory of machines, you will be good for this type of process. Heat transfer, fluid dynamics, you are good for this type of. So I'm trying to give you some idea based on your immediate achievement so far. You got 70% in some subjects, 60% subjects. Which are those subjects and what level you can operate? Some ballpark figures. Now, this also gives you some idea about which departments you will be more successful. This is a research department. This is more of design department. This is a development department. This is operations. This is a production and management. Now, the second topic is domain. First, we talk about academics. We talked about subjects. And we talked about where we fit in out of this complete process. Now, let's go more granular. Let's talk about something specific that we should be having in our career. So these are the examples of different domains. So there are some softwares. We'll talk about domains in a while, but let's look at different softwares. These are design software, these are analysis software, the manufacturing and the PLM softwares. As we are going towards digital world, most of the things will be done by softwares. And you will have no option than learning this software and becoming expert in that software, which is step number 3, acquiring software skills. Step number 1, good academics. Step number 2 is domain knowledge. Step number 3 is good software skills. Now let's see how you can apply all these 3 to solve a problem. This is the knuckle, and this was failing at this location. And this particular engineer has created a problem statement. He has used the tools. He has analyzed it and created the results and modified the part, so the problem is disappeared. This is example of a durability. Now this was one of the engineer who again had worked with the problem statement. He says, I had to reduce weight of the particular car. He has set up a target. He had identified the weakness areas. Then he has used different tools and he has achieved the results. If you are able to do all these things, there is no reason why you will not get a job. So start thinking, how can you acquire these skills and competencies whereby you can solve these type of problems. Now, we shift the gear a little bit. We talked about industry now. So far, good. Now, let's get to ground level now. The ground level is facing an interview, right? I am sure everybody has faced interview. And this is what the interviewer sitting on this side of the table is thinking about you. What is he expecting from you, right? He is expecting a good grasp on basic principles. So what did you learn? The basic should be very, very clear. Good understanding about design and manufacturing processes. You have to go beyond what did you learn in first year and second year. Because we also know that what we learn in colleges is mostly outdated. Point number 3, ability to apply analytical thinking. This is where we're going higher order thinking now. First is remembering. Do you remember what did you learn? Now, can you apply analytical for analyzing and problem solving? Then, do you understand and appreciate and apply CAD expertise? This is what your skills will come into picture, software skills. Then this is ability to think both critically and creatively. You can tell interviewer that I am a very creative thinker. I'm sure he will ask many questions on this skill and probably you will be hired. Then comes the measurements, procedures, testing is very important. You remember that you had a lot of laboratory experiments in your colleges and you took it very, very lightly. But that is very, very point number 6 from the interviewer point of view is your ability to understand the test results. How can you do testing? Because that is where your real strength is displayed. So go revisit your test lab reports and see what went wrong and how you can do it again. Planning and organizing skills and your communication skills. So all these 8 points are there. You go to the second level of interview because you know there's a competition. In this pandemic, many working people also have lost jobs. So they are also sitting with you as a fresher there and looking for a job. Now these are desirable attributes. The first we saw was essential attributes. Now this desirable. What does it say? Do you know a product design process, the process that I just shared with you, NPI process, NPD process. Do you know that process? Can you use statistical methods to solve problems? Can you do costing? Are you aware about the some commercial involved into the product and processes? Can you use your technical skills like Six Sigma, design for reliability, design for robustness? What are your extracurricular activities? Do you take part in extracurricular activities? Ethical standards, then your positive outlook, global awareness. That is what we talked about. I give you global outlook. How does India is growing? How many $1 billion? How what these other nations are doing? So do you have a global outlook? Very important from industry point of view. So if there's a tie, you will be picked up if you have all these essential skills. Okay, now sit back and relax. When the career is going to start, it's not going to start when you leave the college, right? Because we talked about the subjects that you study, we talked about the labs you underwent, we talked about the projects you did. So your career already started, right? Now, only thing you have missed that you have to redo it again because otherwise the journey will remain incomplete. So you can always pass on the message to your younger generation that once you get admission into the college, your career starts. First step, first day in the college, the career starts. Start thinking about the electives and projects that you want to do. It is not a reversible step. You cannot say that I want to go to first year again and start my career again. Revisiting what is job and career, what you do to make money, and it is profession for life. There is no life here. You go, you work, whether you like or don't like, you get money and you come out. But here you think about your aspirations, you think about your life, your lifestyle. So life means qualitative and quantitative, how much and how good, all are equally important when you talk about career. So who is in charge of your career? You are in charge of your career, not your TPO, not your parents. If you understand this entire process, you will be able to go through and get your career started. And it is to be done all the time. Even the people who lost job currently or those who are in the shaky world are doing this process. Okay, so it is not one-time process, but to be done all the time. Now we're going to touch upon career planning. So it consists of some activities and actions that one has to do to achieve the career goal. So how many steps are there in career planning? There are 6 steps. Each step doesn't take more than 2 days. So in less than 18 days, you'll be clear about your career, what you want to do. It will just remain when you want to do. So first most important gate is self-assessment. Who am I? What I'm supposed to do? What I can do? What I cannot do? Then complementing that with the software skills, with domain knowledge, employability skills and academics. Taking decisions, networking with the like-minded people, start working and balancing your work and life. This is all about the career. And we're going to see in brief how this can be achieved. Most important thing that I have seen talking to hundreds and thousands of students is knowing about ourselves. When I ask somebody, what is your personality look like? What does motivate you? What are the skills that people will pay for you? What is your behavior style? Then I don't get 100% answer from that particular question. He turns around and start talking and try to paint some picture. But we cannot start our life with a shaky foundation. I would recommend, suggest all those who are attending, make use of the psychometric assessment in your city or wherever you are. I am sharing here two studies. On left, it is a behavior. This is a motivator. Motivators will talk about your education. This will talk about your occupation. This will talk about your BTech, MTech, MS journey. This will talk about your job, entrepreneurship, your career progression, and all other things. When you combine these two, your career becomes a smooth sailed, well lubricated machine. Now, once a student at IKC takes this test, we help him compare with the industry benchmarks and help him to understand the gap between the student and what industry want, whereby he can set up a strong foundation for his learning process. Now, for next few minutes, I'm going to take you through the philosophy of knowledge bridge. Knowledge bridge is based on 4 pillars. One is information, knowledge, skills, and career. This is IKSC, right? Information is abundant, but we seldom know what to read, when to read to convert it into knowledge. Even if we become knowledgeable, we don't know how to convert that into skills. Even though we become skillful, we are not very competent, and we never use those in our career. So there's a lot of opportunity to use something which is abundantly available to get a career started. This is what we try to do at IKSC. So how does IKSC help you? It helps you in acquiring domain knowledge, software skills, working on projects, and working on employability skills. And my experience is that when you learn this from a job role point of view, you become industry ready. At IKSC, our mission is to transform India brand to Bharat. And I encourage you to be part of IKSC. We work with the students from 8th standard to 12th standard, provide them career counseling. These are where you stand, where we train you, engineering students, after taking psychometric tests, career guidance, academic health, domain training, to help you to get the right job. For management students, we also have something to offer. And working professionals often come to us and we help them to restart their career. How? We offer many courses that are governed by a framework that is called as NSQF framework. We'll go through that in 5 minutes. So these courses are designed by industry to take into account their current requirements. And these courses are undergoing some modification based on Gen X type of requirements post-COVID. This for aerospace engineering, this for automotive chassis, this for BIW, this for crash analysis, this for electric vehicle. So many courses are available. I will encourage you to go through website where you go to design. You will be able to get through different design courses. You can click on them and you will be able to get through the detail about the design courses. Fill up this form and somebody will contact you to help you understand what course will be suitable to you. Similarly, you can go for analysis. You will get the analysis courses list available here. Now let's look at the framework. This is called as qualification pack. So this is from Government of India and from the Skills Ministry. This is from Automotive Council. This has a level called as NSQF level. And this also talks about which subsector, research and development, talks about the Automotive Council, and it has various occupation standards like design vehicle. So when you go here, there are some performance criteria. This is what, if you learn yourself also, you will be coming closer to getting a right job. So where to find this? These are available on internet on this Government of India site. You go to the site nsdc.org and go to the Automotive Council. There are different job roles available here. You can go to research and development and you can download from here the curriculum as well as the qualification pack and start studying. If you find difficulty, we at IKC are here to help you, to guide you, mentor you so that you can learn faster and get ready. Now let's look at what do we mean by career. Suppose you say, I want to do my career in product design. You're going to obviously start as a trainee engineer, right? Once you start, you will be promoted to a design engineer because you have acquired something. Then you become senior design engineer, and then you become lead engineer where you take decisions. Then there are two career paths. One goes into management, other goes into technical. Suppose you want to become project management, you go to project management, program management, vice president, and then you go towards head of the company. Or when you go to design engineering, then you go into more of an architect. So these career paths are available on this NSDC website. You can go through and see what career path suits you. Suppose you want to go into, we'll check one more, analysis career path. And you say, I want to join as a CAE engineer and do design engineer CAE. Again, you get into senior lead, design lead analysis, chief design architect, analysis architect, and go. And this goes into here. So this goes and connects. Your career path can stop here or go if you acquire your skills in course of time. IKC also was awarded by Government of India for Best Placement Institute and Best Training Programs out of 42,000 different training institutes in India. So I'm sure you will get a lot of things which are very relevant to help you in your long-term career. Now, having said all these things, let's see how can I get a job? How can I get a job, right? So for getting a job, there is a portal called as Mahaswayam, where you can register yourself and you can qualify for jobs, or you can download this app. This is a message from Government of India, talks about this app. The name of the app is called as Unnati. This app will connect the employers and the potential students or the skilled people, right? So thousands and thousands of students will be registering. If you have special skills, special certification level, you will be picked up by the industry. I am coming to the end, but before I really open it for question answers, let me take you through a small study. Now, this is called as JobSpeak Index. This talks about the success rate in advertisement and getting jobs. So April and May was a downtime, and the JobSpeak Index was really low. Now it is picking. So there's good news that June onward, the index is improving. So job openings are going to improve. So don't lose your heart. Now let's look at which areas they are. So when you talk about automotive industry, there's a 54% negative job growth. 54% on the downside. Now Pune also shows that minus 42%, Mumbai 56%. This is a downside. Now these years of experience, 0 to 3 years, minus 47% requirement in the total industry. Now let's look at the sector wise. Suppose you look at automotive industry. So it's only about 580. So functional areas, we can talk about engineering and design. From about average of 1,000, it has gone to 507. But I'm very we will catch up in course of next 1.5 years. We'll be able to catch up and reach to this. So the purpose of showing this analysis is to help you know that yes, there is a downtime. Things are not very good, but if we keep our time properly utilized, we will be able to sail through and get to the our destination.
Good evening, sir. This is Rupesh.
Yes, Rupesh, yes. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, my friends.
Yes,
sir. Apart from, sir, actually, it was really motivational in this time of crisis.
Thank you.
So, my question is, apart from practicing our developing our own software skills and technical subjects, what can we do to do at this particular point of our life. I mean, like, uh, other than our engineering subjects and software efficiency wise.
Very good question, Rupesh. See, there is always a short term and a long term, right?
Sir.
So short term is getting a job, and we all have seen that it is not in our control, right?
Sir.
So it
Sir.
is beyond our control. So what is in our control is to know what industry will need and what we should do, right? So preparing
Sir.
ourselves for future is what we should do. Preparing on software skills and preparing on technical knowledge, of course, we should do, because that is going to be 60% of your success as soon as you get a job.
Yes, sir.
But will you be continued in the job? That will depend upon how you prepare yourself for the future. So if you go to the website, there are some future skills which are mentioned there. Placement news. If you go to the placement news from the IKC section, it talks about the skills that are required for future. So take one skill and 4 or 5 days and understand that where you stand in those skills, and then try to hone those skills. And many people from the industry will be eager to help you to hone those skills.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I have a question that I have done German language course till C1. What kind of opportunities am I be getting in India? Or so?
All right, give me a little background about your education qualification.
I have a graduation. I have done graduation in mechanical engineering from Pune, from university.
Which year did you pass out?
Actually, this year in January.
This year in January. Okay. See, German language is going to be additional skill for you, right?
Yeah.
The job depends upon both proper blend of knowledge and skills,
Okay.
right? So you need to complement your skills with knowledge. Now, what type of knowledge?
Okay.
Suppose you have aspirations to go to Germany in some point of time and do MS there and work there for
Yeah.
some time and come back and start your own company. So then you should acquire the relevant knowledge. So what
Okay.
type of knowledge is required in Germany? Mostly manufacturing knowledge and industry 4.0.
Yeah, the type of knowledge we talked about, like industry 4.0 and yeah.
Right. So that will be your long-term planning. First will be preparing yourself for a German company so that you can get a job. Then you can grow in the job. That will give you enough money to fulfill your dreams and aspirations. So you are getting money to fulfill your aspirations by working in a German company, right?
Yeah.
So first step will be to prepare yourself to get a job in a German-based company.
Okay.
But what type of job role
Thank you.
you should be doing? That important question you need to ask yourself. There are different job roles like
Actually,
design
I
engineer.
have
Please go ahead.
sir, I would also like to add in that I have also done software courses like CATIA, SolidWorks, and ANSYS. My final year project was completely based on design and analysis. And I also took part in a Supra competition, and I was a design head of my team. So that means that I can go for a design sector, or it will be better for me, I think. And
Again, you need to start thinking about your long-term goal. If your long-term goal has to do with entrepreneurship, then
okay,
you need to little bit update your short-term goal. So what I
okay,
would request you to undergo a psychometric test and see how your long-term goal look like. Does it
okay,
have an entrepreneurship blend? Does it have more a research bent of mind, or what type of uh, personality you are? And then that will help you to acquire necessary skills to get the right job.
Yes.
The psychometry test is available online at IKSC. With a small request, we can make it available to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Rishabh.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for
Good
the
evening.
session, sir. Sir, actually, I was a bit worried. Like, I want to go into proper research and crash testing. Like, it's my long-term goal, as you said. So, sir, I am a bit worried about the automation in analysis softwares.
All right. See, that worry is very, very common. It is not uncommon, right? Because the phone that you're using today, the phone you were using 3 years ago are totally different phone, right? The washing machine that was getting used in your house versus uh, currently is totally different. So things are going to be automated. Design process is not exception for that. How can you acquire those skills which will help you to do the automation job is the key. We need to adapt ourselves to changing requirements of the organizations. As we saw in the beginning, that industry is going to rely on technology as a backbone. All of you attending this meeting, you must learn one programming language, one business intelligence tool, one data mining tool in addition to your CATIA, Creo, Hypermesh, whatever you are doing, because that is not sufficient. All these things will become a technology foundation for you. So when you properly plan this, your worry will dilute out and you will definitely see the ray at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, sir. So I was thinking to do, like I have talked with you earlier about learning about LS Dyna. So should I inculcate Python or MATLAB with that? Which
Right?
out of the both would you prefer?
Python will be better because I see the immediate use in next 2-3 years.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's 5 p.m.
I'm sure there are many questions in your mind. You have to just break the ice and take this opportunity to ask. This session is for you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
So, sir, as I've talked about learning LS Dyna, so but the guide for the LS Dyna is pretty confusing because of its mathematical equations and all, which we don't require as if for now because we are not researchers, we are engineers like you have taught.
Right.
So, sir, how should I attack this problem? According to me, I was starting with the radios guide because of the knowledge, like the theoretical knowledge would be the same. But what's your take on that, sir?
Let's take example of a cell phone. When you buy a new cell phone, what do? You open the user manual, you go through that, try to understand what you already know, what is new, and try to see how you can use the phone in a better way. Similarly, there is a help document created by all these companies. This help document will help you to know about that particular software. And you should learn how to learn a software. So what I used to do is open the help file on one side and open the software on the other side and try to see one-on-one correlation, because help is designed for anybody to learn the software. And of course, that is designed by the people who have created the software. So they know the software better than the person who is learning the software. So don't bypass this road. It is going to take time. But if you follow this road, there will be less frustration and more enjoyment on the journey.
Okay, sir. So, sir, I should start with the LS Designer guide only,
Yes,
or
user manual.
okay, okay, sir, and not about the radios.
Anything will do. Anything you have to stick to one tool to become expert in.
Okay, because like the both of the user manuals, I found the radios being more like more good. I mean, good prepared for the beginners.
Sure.
LS Dyna is more advanced, like mathematics, all behind the algorithms behind that. So, which will, out after some point of time, it would make a person like sway away from learning.
Yeah, I agree. Start with radios.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We have some time for a few more questions.
Sir, this is Rupesh, sir, once again.
Yes, please.
Sir, from your experience, sir, I want to know what is your opinion on how much duration again, how much time will these automobile companies take to revive to its peak again, sir?
Minimum 6 months are required for them to understand the ROI, return on investment that are going to put in. Right? The
Okay,
work
sir.
already has started. So they will be doing their work to restart and get them ready. But you should do your work of acquiring the skills that they will be needing after 6 months.
Definitely, sir.
So then we'll be able to, just like suppose you want to get into highway, you have to go through the sleep road, right? And then you take the speed and get into the highway. Similarly, they
Sure.
are doing their bit to come out of this all shock, and you have to also come out of this, prepare yourself future ready, and definitely the good days are going to come again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So, I have bit faded the MOS knowledge of the shear force diagram, bending moment diagram. So, should I first attack those questions from the MOS book and then go
Yes.
to LS Dyna?
No, you
Or
do it parallelly.
okay, sir.
20% time you should spend on fundamentals, remaining on new skills.
Okay, sir. So, sir, would you recommend some fundamentals about the crash analysis?
Crash analysis is your applied mechanics, Newton's laws.
Okay, sir.
Work on that.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for this enlightening session.
Thank you.
Sir, my doubt is, sir, I'm a mechanical engineer from Siagat College. Sir, and I want to pursue my career in design in the automobile sector, mainly in the design branch. I have also participated in extracurricular activities, and I'm well versed with SolidWorks, and also have a basic knowledge of how to use ANSYS and even MSc ADAPS. So I wanted to ask, is this how can I get into an automobile company in the design branch particularly?
All right. Very good question, Jatan. Now you have done your engineering in the right way. You have acquired skills, you have acquired tools while working on some projects. So you have crossed the first milestone of taking your doing justice to your graduation. But just as we saw that industry needs something else, you can, if you can go through this qualification pack, It will tell you there are many more things that are required beyond what you have just told me. The tools are little different. The tools, the way are getting used are different, and the tools getting on the product, they are different. They are very complicated product than that what we study in college days. So you should now raise the bar
Yes, sir.
and become expert in something. I will ask you a simple question. Suppose you have a toothache. Will you go to a doctor who is expert in dental surgery or who is not expert in dental surgery? Expert, right?
Is expert.
Similarly, interviewer will hire only those people who are expert in something. That's something you decide, or we can help you decide what is that something, and then become expert in that. Use this COVID time to become expert in something, and that is going to be a game changer for you. That will help you to get a right break in your career.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So can you enlighten a person who's like bit confused and crash in NVH or in machine dynamics?
Right. See, these are all different career paths, right? Suppose if you look a product, the product undergoes a lot of virtual simulation. So when the virtual simulation happens from safety point of view, it's called as crash analysis. When the product undergoes a simulation from reliability point of view, it's called durability analysis. Or when it goes to quality point of view, it's called NVH analysis. So there are different branches of virtual simulation. All of them need different skills. Suppose you are very good in music, you have very good ears, then I will suggest you go for NVH analysis. Suppose you are very empathetic person, you feel sad when somebody is sad, then I would suggest you go for crash analysis. Your empathy, you don't want to mess up with somebody's life and pain. You are very economical person. You feel there is a value for money. You feel that why this is costly, why this is so difficult to get. Then you go for reliability or durability analysis. So uh, think inside. All the solutions are within you. All the things are within you. Only thing are there are shades of gray, and we are not able to figure out. We need to have a spectrum to figure out all what you guys are made up of. The psychometric test will really help you to really disintegrate this your thought process and get what you are strong at, what you are weak at, what you should not do, and what you can do, and that will give a clear guidance about the roadmap that is in front of you. I have seen hundreds of people, students getting benefit out of the psychometric assessment. You can also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello. Very good evening, sir. Sir, actually, I was just trapped. I think like I'm a bit confused in like this field. Like I've selected the CFD field as my like main goal or career, like in which I have to do for the rest of my career. Like, but the thing is, right now I have just passed in this like in this 2020 batch. So right now what to do, like sir, I was just confused in this field, like is it good like for future, or what should I get like afterwards? Like I was just bit confused in this all stuff. Like
So please share with us, like when did you pass out engineering, and
sir,
how much
sir,
percentage?
right now in sir, this batch only, COVID batch, so called. Yes, so I was thinking for LS Dyna also, but the thing is like CFD is a field with the fluid, and it was completely with the fluid flow and all this stuff. But right now, to get another skills, I was just trying to get to get like LS Dyna also skill. But I don't know like how it will help me in future also. But the main thing is like CFD, in all the profiles for CFD is like they need 4 to 5 years of experience in CFD, as well as the MTech or else masters in fluid dynamics. But after graduating also, post graduation also, they need this much of experience. So going into these companies like for as a fresher, they won't take. Right now I'm applying as like 2 years of experience in CFD, but then also I'm not getting any jobs in CFD. So what is your suggestion, like to get any extra skills in CFD, or else to get new skills with the CFD?
See, again, there is a two-prong approach. You can become really expert in CFD, and there is no reason why you will not get a job in CFD. But it is going to take time, and there is some uncertainty in that. But if you acquire complementing skills, suppose you say, I want to go into HVAC, or I want to get into product engineering, where CFD is one part of a design or analysis, then you are complementing your passion for CFD into evolving a product. Right? So don't just look out yourself as an analyst, but evolve yourself as a more of a product engineer.
Okay,
Then there are more chances for even for a fresher to get a job. Because our education system does not really teach even MTech students how to really design a product. So they become educated in MTech level in terms of knowledge, but they are not really that skillful in designing a product. So, but if you acquire some skills outside in the companies like IKC or somewhere else, you will be able to catch up with them and compete with them too.
okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Do you have courses or a course in HVAC?
Yes, we do have.
What is the duration?
All these courses are available into two levels. When the basic level is 6 months, advanced is about 10 months to 12 months.
And
Yeah, as
the
per level
placement
10,
guarantee?
level 6 and 7. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. The placement that IKC is proving that there is 100% placement guarantee. How after how many months do we start getting placed, all the students?
See, typically when you are about 60 to 70% ready, you qualify for interview calls. And you soon realize that your CV is not strong enough for interview to conduct more than 10 minutes. And within 10 minutes, the interviewer leaves you. And then when you become like, when your course is complete, then your interview can last as good as 20-30 minutes. So longer the interview, more the chances you get selected. Ultimately, you should learn what is the value you are going to add in that organization. Value will come from knowledge and experience that you have acquired. So it is not how fast you get job, but how far you will go with the job and live your career. Don't think about how fast I should get a job. That is going to be very, very, I can say, detrimental, or I can say very damaging for your career. And carefully understanding yourself, properly eliminating your weaknesses, honing your strengths, thinking about the talent you have, will help you to discard all those options which you think are easy, low-hanging fruits for you. And you will work towards those good, long-term, beneficially fruits or path that will take you farther and faster in your life.
So does IKSC provide the staying facility also?
Yes,
Like
we
PG?
yes, we have hostel facility also here. For outstation students, you can stay with us.
Okay, sir. And what would be the cost for that, sir?
The hostel facility is 4,000 rupees per month, food extra.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And these course fees are, the basic course is 1,10,000 and advance is 1,38,000.
Okay, sir. So if, sorry, sir.
Which can be paid into 5 installments.
Okay, sir. So, sir, if we take the basic course first and then opt for the advanced one, so is it possible?
Yes, yes, very much possible.
Okay, sir.
To start with, go undergo the psychometric assessment. Send me a message. I will send you a link where you can take a test. Properly craft your career. Take a demo class. Talk to the existing student, pass out students, see what they have done differently, and then recalibrate yourself so that you can make a wiser choices about your career. I hope it was a really enjoyable session for all of you, as I did. Okay. And in this COVID session, that is what we can do. We can come together on the virtual platform and listen to each other and try to clarify some doubts. I hope everybody have my mobile number, which is also available on the website. Feel free to call me anytime or message me on WhatsApp. And I'll be more than happy to work with you, help you, what is right for you and what is appropriate for you to help you start your career. All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay. And I look forward to work with you individually to help you. Our session will be closing in 2 minutes now. Thank you. Bye-bye.